So today we're gonna talk about hygiene. We don't really have a runner show for today. Just wanted to come off this fresh. So, hygiene wise, man smell, man scent, all that kind of stuff. I think we should start with everyone needs to approach each situation as if it's their first introduction and they need to smell great. I know myself as a person who wears natural deodorant and natural body wash and stuff like that. Sometimes it feels like it is not as strong as the other things, and it takes more time and effort to reach a particular level of cleanliness. So I believe we're all trying to search for what's best for us and what agrees with our body and our scents and our smells. So I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna make this video, but I'd like some feedback on what works best for you. Like, is there a particular deodorant, a particular body wash, a particular compound? Is there something that you avoid that makes you always sweaty and or feel terrible? I feel as if polyester doesn't breathe well, and it's part of the whole moisture wicking trend, but it seems like cotton is way more breathable and absorbent. It might get wet and not dry as easily, but it will keep you cool during that time. So I think it just depends on what we're doing. Myself personally, in our brand, I'm trying to move us towards more sustainable and natural fibers. I'm looking at wearing more like linen, cotton, wool during the cooler seasons. Even in the warmer seasons, just like a thin layer of wool, just to absorb sweat, like on the socks and stuff. So while skating, while hiking, wearing some wool socks. So I've kind of invested in those for myself, just so I have a better, like a better experience personally. But hygiene-wise, personally, I use a natural body wash, but I feel as if sometimes I have to resort back to a bar soap just to make sure I can get in those problem areas, to make sure I can cut anything. And I think looking for something that probably hits that. I tried a different thing, but I did not like what I read on the back of it. It said that you had to limit your sun exposure, and it really concerned me. Using something and then having to limit your sun exposure after using it, especially while things are heating up and it's getting warm, and we'll be out on the water, it'll be sunny, we'll be at the beach, we'll be doing volleyball. That seems like a skin reaction issue that I'm not looking forward to. Let me try to read that. So I think so that's something that I might take into account for like camping in the woods, or like when we're gonna be deep there and there's not gonna be much sun exposure. But looking at that particular product for the summer and through the sunny times is a no-go. At that point, I'd much rather sweat and just take more showers. So I think at this point, we should just expect people to probably shower more during this time of season. And I think people aren't normally used to other people's smells unless they know them and they've been around them a lot. So I think in all of these social settings, you should probably come smell your freshest. Maybe not with so many different smells. Some people are allergic to smells. My best friend is actually allergic to fragrance. So I try to wear natural smell, like essential oil, or like maybe just coconut oil from your moisturizing coconut oil. Maybe some lavender essential oil, things like that. So I think that's where we are currently. Let's talk man smell. I'm not sure what guys mean when they say that. Yeah, I'm not really sure what some guys mean when they say that. I feel like there's fresh guys, there's like musk, and then I feel like there's man smell. And I feel like that may be going too far. I think we need to find out where people are on this line of things, and then make like a thing, like some kind of, I don't want to say a code, but more like just an understanding of where they are on this. Like personally, I like guys that smell clean and fresh. Like they just get out the shower. I don't know what it is. I also like to be clean and fresh, like I just got out the shower. Obviously, that's not something that lasts the whole day, but it is my go-to and my standard for being. So I expect others to be that way, and when I encounter them and they're not that way, I'm like, oh. But personally, I've been doing a lot more physical activity, so I've been finding myself having to, shower more and, moisturize more. I mean, it's definitely taking way more time. But it's because I'm also doing things that require it. And I wonder if others are doing the same or if they're pulling back. I have some friends that are, like, I did a shower today, and I'm like, what's going on? Why didn't you shower today? And I think, like, they don't have to go anywhere, do anything, they just don't do anything. And I feel like that's probably a standard for most people. And I feel like we probably have to get out of that habit. Like showering daily, moisturizing your skin. That is just, I think, like self-care. So maybe next week or the week after will be self-care. Maybe we'll take a whole week so we can get a good book of things to do. But like I'm into that. Like I try to say like Saturdays are for self-care. It's a theory, it's not a routine, it's just in the air. That's the day where I'm like, let's take a bath, silk our nails, clip our nails, get a good brushing in, let's see if we can get our hair done. Obviously that's coming up. Those kinds of things. Taking time for yourself. And I'm not necessarily saying spend money and going and buying luxurious products and things like that to make yourself feel better. I'm saying like, take a shower, cleanse your skin, soak your feet, clip your nails, file them. Buy yourself like a buff them, make them look nice and shiny, no nail polish needed, all natural. Things like that, which I try to embrace myself. So Saturdays are the days that I do that. And I'm like, I do feel better once I am like a whole new pampered person. Then if you do want to spend money, you can spend money on little things like the mitts to soak your hands, the mitts to soak your feet, and like lotion. I think those are good things that you can have. They're reusable, you can use them a few times. They even have these kits I found online that have like 12, I think there's a 12, not 12 piece kit, but a 12 set kit for men, and it has like hand, feet, and face masks. So I'm thinking of grabbing one of those and doing like a self-care day for the guys, and we could all come sit here, and moisturize, get all soft and delicious, clean, soft, and delicious, and then whatever. But that'd be a great, exciting time. I'm thinking, look good, feel good, and we'll all be on the same page. And then like the gym. I don't go to the gym, but last time I went to the gym with my friend, I got to the door and I almost died because I was like, whoa, this smells crazy in here. And I got over it, but that's probably one reason I don't go to the gym. Like the smells in there are crazy. And I know some guys are into that. I'm into the way I smell, and maybe into the way particular people smell, but I'm not into smell. I can tell you that. I'm into fragrance, nice fragrances, nice colognes. So I am looking for a list of nice colognes that guys could wear for different occasions. So maybe like dinner date, maybe like going out for like a garden party, maybe a late night, maybe something that's corporate. So it'd be nice to create a list. Maybe I create those lists for you guys and let you guys add those into the details into the descriptions. Give us some links of the things that you like to or that you like to wear, and maybe others can try them and it might be great for them. I know my friend loves Tom Ford leather. He goes on about it a lot, but he says it's fairly expensive, so he hasn't bought it because he just can't pull the trigger. But he really wants to. But I know some guys are into leather, so it's like, would you buy a leather cologne so you can smell like leather when you're wearing your leather? That seems like it'd be really cool, but also like a lifestyle expense. So it'd be nice to know what other things might be a variation of that. That could be close, but smell is great. But hygiene-wise, personally, I think I'm going to try to look for a natural bar soap, maybe even the brand that I use for their body wash, a natural brand soap, or natural bar soap, and just to see if that's going to give me a lot of soap film or whatever. I'm just trying to go back more to what I feel like is a cleansing experience, and I feel like I do have a body wash that is very foamy, and it does feel cleansing, but I do not feel like it takes off my man smell enough. And then I have one that is made for men that I feel like also does the same thing but does not take it off, and they're both natural. One I've been using for a really long time, one which we started using over the last like maybe 2 years. And then I've also transitioned from, you know, regular deodorant a long time ago to natural deodorant. So I'm using about 3 different natural deodorants. One's unscented, one's the coconut and vanilla, which goes with the body wash, which smells really good once you have the body wash and then you put on your deodorant. And then I'm also putting on coconut oil, like natural, so I'm actually smelling like a coconut. And then I'm sweating and now I'm smelling like coconut and vanilla, so that's great. But that's also a short-lived time frame, and then it's coconut and vanilla, and then it's coconut vanilla man. I don't know. So I'm trying to figure out if that's okay or where to go from there. The other one I like is sandalwood. Love sandalwood. So I'm using that and have a sandalwood deodorant, and then once I've moisturized and everything, most likely an unscented lotion or something, I will put on the sandalwood cologne if I'm going somewhere that I could wear that to. And I feel like that layered approach smells really good and also very clean. But it's only, like I said, it's a short-lived experience because it's all natural. So it's not so much the cologne, it's more of my natural smell overpowering the deodorant. And it's not a bad smell, it's just not shower smell. So there's a different way how all these things interact, and I'm trying to figure out the best way to make them interact together. But currently, I'm gonna find out some different things, maybe like an oatmeal bar of sandalwood. I had one of those before, I liked it, but I didn't feel like it was moisturizing enough. I did see this guy that said that he did a pH test on different bar soaps on TikTok. So I'm going to look for that. I saw it on X, but I'm going to look for it on TikTok. So look for that. And if I find it, I'll share it with you guys for sure, because I'm trying to find out pH balance, the drying effect of all these soaps and these body washes. Because personally, I like to make sure that I'm not shriveled up. And we're going into the heat season, and I feel like you would like something light, not stuck in your skin. I also have to moisturize, and then I'm gonna sweat it off. So it's just a whole thing. And I like the best mix of those things. Yeah, so if you have any recommendations, please let us know. You can drop it in the comment. You can hit us on the fan page. We greatly appreciate those details. If you're on the membership site, you can definitely comment on there, community blog. It's open. We can get your input from there. You can see what happened on the last previous weeks, like for you guys to see that. And then keep posted. Like I said, next week or the week after, we might do self-care, just because I like to build a nice book of things for you guys to have, and then be able to look at those resources after the fact. So if you guys are into hygiene, let me know. There's some stuff that I want to expand on, different deodorants. Like I said, body washes, bar soaps. Also like different loofahs and scrubbers. Like I know that they have this facial scrubber. What was the brand? I think it's Toiletics. I think that's the brand, because I like that They had those scrubbers that you can, they're silicone scrubbers. You use them, you can stick them onto the shower. And they have like a whole kit where you have the mirror and your shaver and your beard scrubber and your face scrubber. Because I noticed I had a face scrubber, but I also had a beard much thicker than this, and it wasn't thick enough to go through the hairs. And that scrubber was actually harder, so it was able to exfoliate through the beard hairs. And I felt like that was actually making sure that I wasn't getting any ingrown hairs and stuff like that. So I think we all need to look at these things. So self-care thing might include self-care accessories that are, investments like you buy one time and you use it until it dies, which probably won't be anytime soon. Or materials or other supplies that are reusable that you keep using. Like I said, the hair mints, the foot mints, facial mask, that's probably a one-time use. But stuff like that is what we're going to cover for sure. So what I am going to do is let you guys go, get started with your day for today. It is 8:21 a.m. on Friday. So I hope you guys have a good day. We will circle back to this. We're going to get ready for Dad Talk Uncensored on the fan page where things get really real. I hope you guys have a good day and don't let anything bother you.